First I have a quote to read, then I have a comment, and then a question. There was an 18-month investigation done by ProPublica, an independent, nonprofit newsroom that produces investigative journalism in the public interest. It was started by the former managing editor of the Wall Street Journal and an investigative reporter for the New York Times. They've won a Pulitzer Prize and numerous other awards for their investigative journalism. They've won 2 awards for their journalism regarding the natural gas drilling and hydraulic fracturing. So a quote from them is, in their investigation, over 1,000 cases where various aspects of the fracturing life cycle have affected underground water supply, including spills of fracturing fluid waste, cracking of underground cement and well casings meant to enclose the fracturing process, and methane gas traveling large distances underground through faults and fractures. And my concern is here that, for this to be a perfect world and for not to be any accidents, people have to do what they're supposed to do. And we know that people don't. They take shortcuts that may be due to laziness or maybe grief. They don't want to spend the money to do it the right way. I mean, we all have examples of that. In my neighborhood, the people that built the houses, they buried all the leftover materials in our backyards. We have big dip sinkholes in our backyards because they didn't haul it away like they were supposed to. And just last year in Pennsylvania, 2 drillers were sentenced to 3 years in prison because they took some of that toxic brine that is a byproduct of this process and dumped it down an abandoned well. So I want to know is, how are you going to regulate stupidity, laziness, and greed?
If I had a great answer for that question, I wouldn't be here today because I'd be unemployed. I appreciate, as within any business, there's going to be people that follow the rules verbatim. What I like to say is that 99% of my problems are created by 1% of the people that deregulate. The rest of the people that follow the rules. Yes, mistakes will happen, as in any business. Human error, equipment failure, yes, mistakes will happen. But our rules and processes and the inspectors and the great folks we do have out in the field are the ones that are out there to ensure the critical phases are working properly. Of just major importance are 3 things. Well construction, which we feel we have great oversight on. Well control, that way if unknown pressures or unknown situations arise at the wellhead, it can be controlled. Fluid control. If what goes down the wellbore and what comes back up, it's collected properly and disposed of properly. That minimizes the incidence of problem. We feel we respond to problems fine and very well, actually. And when we talk about 270-some thousand wells that have been drilled in the state of Ohio since the beginning, and tens of thousands since our current regulations came into effect in 1965 that have been amended several times. I think the number of incidents are few, but yes, on occasion things happen.